It is clear that many Conservatives don't like the idea that victims and survivors of threatening or abusive behaviour on account of their disability, religion, sexual orientation, transgender identity or age deserve protection of the law. They want to repeal the legislation that was passed by an overwhelming majority of this Parliament 3 years ago, a majority that included one of their own members. At a time when we've seen increasing hate crimes against, for example, disabled people and people on the basis of their sexual orientation, and given the previously confusing hate crime legislation in Scotland, it is clear why Lord Bracadale considered such legislation necessary. If the Hate Crime and Public Order Scotland Act 2021 were to be repealed, we would have, at best, fractured and scattered protections against hate in Scotland, given this Act itself repealed previous hate crime legislation. If that is the intent of the Tory motion today, if the Tories really do want us to have virtually no hate crime legislation in Scotland, it's a pretty damning indictment on what that party thinks of so many of the freedoms outlined in much of international and UK human rights law and other civil protections. We've heard much in Tory contributions of how we must stop sowing division in Scotland, of the importance of freedom of speech, of the value of communities coming together. I do not disagree with these sentiments or intentions, but it is clear, Presiding Officer, that this debate is in danger of being flooded with the crocodile tears of Conservatives. Crocodile tears because they care not a jot about freedom of speech. Their party in government at Westminster is responsible for a series of authoritarian attacks on the rights of people to express themselves.